We've finally gotten to the finale for the 13th season. Kyle throws the most epic version of her annual white party, and Erika Jayne returns to the stage. Let's talk about it on this week's recap of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So before we get into the episode, we get a recap of the main things that went down this season. The trip to Ojai, Crystal's birthday in Vegas, the Erika Denise showdown, everything that happened on the trip to Spain, Annemarie's constant noise about Sutton's esophagus that completely got Crystal activated this season, and of course, everything Kyle sold us about Morgan Wade and her marriage to Mauricio. Then we cut to Kyle previewing the venue for her annual family white party with Erika and Kevin Lee, who was Lisa Vanderpump's go-to for all the parties she planned. Kyle does a little Lisa Vanderpump impression, but I think her accent was spot on. What do you think? God, I miss her on the show. Kyle also takes a moment to take a dig at LVP as well.
Why is Kevin not getting that this party's not all about me? Oh, I know why. He's used to throwing parties for other people that do think the party's all about them.
Darling, I love it.
The party is going to be at the SoFi Stadium. I am curious how much it's costing Kyle to rent out the stadium for a party. This is the level of opulence that we come to expect on the Beverly Hills franchise. We see it sometimes, but it tends to go into hiding every once in a while. Obviously, some of these women have money like that. Let's see them spend it. Erika is with Kyle checking out the venue because Kyle has asked her to perform and be the entertainment. I think that's kind of cool and it's fitting. If Kyle likes her music and it gives Erika an opportunity to do a practice performance before her Vegas residency, why not? Another bonus is that Kyle probably doesn't have to pay her. Also, geez, I know that Erika has lost weight and they talk about it right at the beginning of the season, but you can really see the difference in this outfit that she's wearing. Her pants in this scene just show how small her legs are. Next, Sutton and her daughter Porter go shopping for jewelry. Have we seen Sutton's daughter on the show before? I don't remember ever seeing her. I also assumed that she would have had blonde hair like Sutton, but definitely she looks like her mom, but like in an alter ego kind of way. I'm wondering how old Porter is. Maybe she's now over 18 and can make the decision to be on the show on her own. I don't know. We learned that when Sutton was married to her ex Christian, he bought all her jewelry. She also had to ask permission to buy things. Can you believe that? I guess she was getting an allowance since he was working and making the big bucks and she was a stay-at-home mom and wife for a while. So now Sutton feels a big sense of accomplishment when she's able to go out and make these big purchases on her own. She tries on a bunch of expensive jewelry, including $68,000 sapphire earrings and a $9 million ring. Porter ends up choosing the earrings for Sutton to buy, and then they have a very frank discussion about not giving up independence. Sutton's voice is cracking as she's talking, and she says she lost her independence when she got married. Clearly, she doesn't want that for her daughter, so she's letting her know what she experienced as a cautionary tale. There's a little scene from Dorit feeding a thread through the needle again, where she's casting doubts about whether or not her marriage to PK is going to survive. Did we not leave this in the background maybe 5 or 6 episodes ago? Why is she still pushing this? Oh, it's because she really doesn't have anything else going on and has nothing else to offer on the show that she could talk about, besides continually putting her foot in her mouth with microaggressions. Anyway, the party got started and we got a nice montage of all the Beverly Hills characters arriving, including Denise Richards, Camille Meyer, Justin Sylvester, Jeff Lewis, Cynthia Bailey, just everyone. We get a big buildup of Erika Jayne walking across the football field, and she does her performance. She lip syncs, of course, but I don't even care about that. The song is catchy, although is it really expensive to be you anymore, Erika, since you don't have your typical $40,000 a month to spend on glam anymore? Anyway, she's dancing what's left of her butt off, and she ends the song with a dramatic split. Remember, Erika Jayne is 52 years old. I think she's fantastic. I think it's great that she's doing this. How many people her age can say that they are a dance performer? Since it's the season finale, we get the final wrap up with each of the women. Basically, we learn of all the fractures in the relationships. PK spent 39 days in London before coming home. Dorit and Kyle haven't spoken since December, and Crystal and Annemarie haven't interacted since the white party. Surprise, surprise, we already know that these ladies aren't really friends outside of filming, and this group is starting to lean more towards the coworker route, just like the Real Housewives of Potomac. The episode ends with the ladies all discovering the article in People magazine announcing Kyle and Mauricio's separation. Everyone seems shocked and stunned and are just really surprised by the news, which is funny because there was this overall questioning of the relationship that happened for months on end. Sutton almost seems upset that Kyle didn't tell her directly and that Kyle seemingly betrayed their friendship because she essentially lied by not telling Sutton the full truth about the relationship crumbling. Kyle says that Mauricio is more concerned about who leaked the story to People magazine. She also says that she feels like the end of her marriage makes her a failure because a lot of people have said that they look up to their marriage, its relationship goals, or whatever. This just shows how much Kyle takes stock in what people think and feel about her. There is so much more focus on public opinion. Erika shows up for Kyle and gives her some support and encouragement. Erika points out that Kyle has been with Mauricio since she was in her early 20s up until now, and that is an accomplishment. I feel like we grow so much as people over time, especially through our 20s, and if Kyle has been with Mauricio almost 30 years, they are essentially very different people than they were when they got married. Mauricio and Kyle sit down with their daughters and let them know that the People magazine article is true. They are separating, but they're still a family. In her confessional, it seems like Kyle gives us enough information for us to put together context clues that Mauricio cheated.
There were things that happened that made me lose my trust. I wasn't able to recover from.
Finally, it ends off with a few clips of some of the happier times the couple has shared on the show, which is a little sad, but I'm sure we're going to get some more answers at the reunion.
Erika says she wants me to eviscerate you today.
It's only fair that, Erika had to stand alone and attempt to defend herself and her marriage in an unprecedented 4-part reunion in season 11. But that's it. That's all. It's the end of season 13. What would you give this season overall? I've heard that a lot of people didn't like the season. They thought it was boring, and they think that Beverly Hills has fallen off. I didn't think the season was that bad, but I could have done without these last 2 episodes. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. For me, the season could have ended with the Spain trip. I feel like the season should be capped at a max of 14 episodes, especially since we aren't seeing franchises have the level of reality TV gold that we got in season 6 of the Atlanta Housewives, which was 27 episodes total. That's it for this week's episode. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch up next week. Bye.